Hello everyone, welcome back to Econometrics. So today we have question number 4 from GATE Economics year 2021 PYQ. If the sum of price elasticities of imports and export of a country exceed unity, then a depreciation of domestic currency will ultimately result in option A, construction in trade deficit of the country, option B, winding of trade deficit of the country, option C, an uncertain net effect of trade balance, option D, a huge outflow of foreign portfolio capital from the country. So let's see the explanation and which one is correct. So let's see the explanation. When export plus import is greater than 1, it lead a depreciation in currency and improve trade balance. Second point, import plus export is less than 1, there is a depreciation but worsen trade balance. Third, import plus export is equal to 1, no net effect on trade balance, it lead to volume effect is greater than price effect when the conditions hold. So the correct answer is option number A, contraction in trade deficit. Trade deficit so depreciation make export cheaper and import cost higher. When the Marshall-Lerner condition hold, volume gain is greater than price loss, it a trade balance improve and deficit contract. These are the option explanation of other options. Winding of trade, it is here fell export plus import is less than 1 condition. Uncertain net effect on trade balance, so uncertainty arises at the margin, sum is identity equal to 1 and is specific greater than 1, so effect is certain, that's why it is incorrect. Huge outflow of foreign portfolio capital, so capital account movement unrelated to trade elasticity, so that's why this is completely out of scope here related to question, so that's this option is also incorrect. So correct answer is option number A, contraction in trade deficit. Now move to next question. Question number 5 from same paper. To determine the relationship between y and x1, Rohit estimated two different OLS model. In the first model, Rohit regressed y on x1 and x2 as given below. So y is equal to beta naught plus beta 1 into x1 plus beta 2 x2 plus mu or u. In second model, Rohit regressed y on x1 as given below. Y is equal to uh, delta naught plus delta 1 x1 plus v is the error term, so the estimated coefficient of x1 in the above two model are exactly same. From this observation we can state conclusively that covariance of x1 y is equal to 0, beta 2 is equal to 0 and covariance of x2 x1 is equal to 0, where beta 2 hat is the estimated coefficient of x2 in the equation number 1. So which one is correct? Only 1 is true, only 2 is true, either 2 or 3 both are true, and neither 2 nor 3 is true. So let's see the explanation and correct answer. So both equations are as follows. So here the coefficient are identical, related beta 1 hat is equal to delta 1 hat. What can we conclusively conclude from this? So omitted variable bias problem is here. Delta 1 is equal to beta 1 hat plus beta 2 into gamma hat. So where gamma hat is equal to coefficient from the regressing x2 or x1, that is covariance of x2 x1 divided by variance of x1. So y's term beta 2 hat into y hat is equal to 0. In a omitted y's problem formula. Next, statement 1 is covariance x1 y is equal to 0. It is wrong because of nothing implies x1 is uncorrelated with y. In fact, x1 likely explain y in both model cannot be calculated from given information, so it is wrong. Statement 2 beta hat is equal to beta 2 hat is equal to 0. If x2 has 0 partial effect omitted, it causes no bias. This is one sufficient condition for biasness. Statement 3 covariance of x2 and x1 is equal to 0 if x2 and x1 are orthogonal and gamma hat is equal to 0, it is bias. This is the other sufficient condition, so both are true. That's why the correct answer is option number C, either 2 or 3 or both are true in this question. Thanks for watching.